Hello and welcome back to Universal Healing. We we starting this video letting you know that we this May, this month of May 2022, we are dedicating this month to personal power, to find, that we are doing two healings every week, one in the middle of the week and another one at the end, Wednesdays and Sundays, and we dedicate all these healings this month to increase, to get a better perception, to feel your personal power. So we're gonna start doing in the beginning of the month one healing dedicated to personal power. Then the rest of the healings are gonna be related to it, because it's our longing for this month, that if you are participating in all of the healings, you feel at the end of the month that you feel something different in you, that you feel that you are owning, or that you feel that you are walking in your life with a sense of increase of personal power. And the healings of this month that we're going to be doing, it's, like I said, personal power. Then it's going to come to the respiratory healing, the respiratory system, which is, well, it's important to breathe, and it's very important. And depending on how we breathe, or depending on our relationship with our personal power, we're going to breathe in a different way as well. Then we're going to do the healing to the eyes, very important, the vision, what we see, what we don't see. The joints, very important for our movement, for how we move in life. And then courage. Courage seems very tied to personal power, isn't it? I mean, if you don't have a sense of personal power, it's going to be difficult for you to find the courage sometimes in life when you need it. Then we're going to go into the excretory system, so letting go of the things that are not helping you anymore. And then we're going to end this month with the healing for trust. That trust comes in a very natural way when you have a sense of your personal power. What is different between power and personal power? That's a good question that I'm making to myself now. And I don't know exactly the difference, but I know that the personal power is related to you, so to each of us, and it's a unique perception of life that helps you to be in life in a way or another. And what we call power, we may all have different understandings about it. There is the very powerful people, we say, and maybe they are very powerful people because they have a lot of influence, or they have a lot of money, or they have capacity to bring forward what they want, or they maybe have the power to control many other people, or they have many people behind them. It can be many different things, but this is not exactly the power that we're talking about here in Universal Healing when we are talking about personal power. And personal power comes, I think that there are three important aspects to really realize your personal power, or if you are good with these three aspects in a natural way, you're gonna feel that you have personal power with you. And one, it's to understand or to know your nature, to understand, to know who you are. And that can be a big constellation also, to understand, to know where are you coming from, because we can go into our family, our culture, and all these type of things. If you are, how more clear you are, how more you know about it, how more you embrace this, will bring a sense of knowing yourself better. But when I'm talking about really understanding and knowing who you are, and this is for me and for everyone else in this planet, is that we are spiritual beings having this experience of being incarnated in this so-called physical reality, in a body, in a physical body with all its limitations and all the gifts. So knowing that, it gives you a certainty and an assurance that you don't really die, that this body will die, but you are a spiritual being, that you are beyond this experience. Your time is beyond this experience. So you may be living here for 90 years, to say something, but you were before these 90 years, and you're gonna keep being after that. How and all that, it depends on you, how you like to explore, how you like to know about before and after. That also helps in knowing who you are and having this sense, okay, I can go deeper into that, but it feels good to know that I'm not just this physical experience. But then, talking about personal power, we know many people that they are very spiritual, and they have a great connection with maybe different levels, different dimensions, and their presence here is not that powerful. And it's because maybe they are not investing enough in this experience, I would say. They are not, we have that famous word, grounding their energy in this experience, in this body. And that creates a sense of lightness, or not being 100% present in this experience, which is in detriment of the personal power that we are talking right now. Okay, first point, to know who you are. That is clear, okay? We are a spiritual being having this physical experience. Then there is another aspect, that we are creating this experience. Actually, we are constantly creating this. This can be complex, but it can be simple as well. So in this creation that we are doing all the time with our thoughts, with our emotions, and with our actions, when we realize that actually we are creators of this life and this experience, or that sense of feeling a victim of life um, starts having less weight on you. So you start gaining of having a sense that you have something to say about it, something about that you are actually participating in this experience, that you are not sitting back and saying, oh, all these things that happened to me, oh, I grew up, oh, I was born in this family, oh, all these things happened to me, oh, blah, blah, blah. Yes, all these things happen to you. But talking about personal power, know that you have the right and that you have the capacity to participate in this experience. So it's not that everything is happening to you. You are an active part of this happening. That is your experience. So this is the second point. Second point is know that you are a part of your life that is creating, that you have the capacity to create or to change things in this experience. As a spiritual being having this physical experience in this body, you have also the capacity to choose, to change, to do things about it. And then there is the third point that I think it's important to really have a strong sense of your personal power, and is your capacity to feel this experience. So you are a spiritual being having this physical experience, and you have the capacity to participate, to create, and in your participation in your creation, you have the capacity to feel if that you are doing, that you are experiencing, feels good or not. And all that I'm talking about you in your uniqueness, and like me in my uniqueness and everyone else in their uniqueness. We have this capacity to know who we are, to participate actively or in a passive way. It doesn't matter, but you are participating, and you know that you have that capacity and you can do it, to participate in your life. And then you have the capacity and the guidance and I'm going to say the joy to feel this experience that you are in, this experience that you are it, because it can, when you are really feeling the experience that is happening in you, and being a participant, active participant of it, and knowing who you are at the same time, it really, you know that is you. And you know that you are fully into it, and your personal power comes from that space of really being more and more present in this experience. And then from that presence you can choose continuously what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what do you want and what you don't want. And you have the responsibility to choose. So why are you acting this way? Why are you choosing this other way? Why? Because it feels good, because or just because you don't want to really be um, participating in life in a way that feels that you have, that this life is yours, and rather be sitting in the couch and allowing the days just go by and feeling like you really don't have anything to say here or to do, and that things are just happening, and sometimes they're good for you and many times they are not. So can you feel the difference? I'm feeling it. Talking about it, I can feel how I can feel my personal power with me or not. And then with this balance in you of knowing, acting, and feeling, you can really take this life as seriously as you want to, and this experience. No one else needs to tell you how serious or not serious this life is. No one else have to tell you if you can do or you cannot do this. No one else can tell you how your experience have to be. Because if you are this spiritual being that is choosing to be here, to invest all this energy into this experience, is because you want to. And of course, your experience can be very unique. And I'm not talking about working hard, or you have to work hard to do this, or you have to meditate a lot, or you have. No. Do whatever you want. It's your experience. See, experience what feels good for you and what doesn't feel good for you. And when you start practicing what feels good for me and what doesn't feel good for me, it's harder for you to just go through life without having an impact in your experience. And this impact, it's part of your personal power. Because you are not just creating, you are creating in a conscious way. You are creating because you want to. And you are curious because you know who you are. And you know that you can participate in this creation. And you like to feel your creation. So thank you. We'd like to see you joining our healings, our group healings, and see if at the end of the month you feel more present in your life and in this physical experience. It feels good to create your own reality, and it feels good to have a strong sense of your personal power. Thank you.